And then I set up a roll, and I'm like, I want to go to the home of the Cronut for a little dessert. It was my wife's birthday yesterday.
That's a bold move. That's like getting a fucking table of Dorsia at this point.
Very nice.
Oh, you eat in that? I thought that baker was just takeout. Can you sit there and eat?
Well, that's why I asked Roland. Maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, Jimmy, because I'm sure you'll be bringing a young lady down there in the near future.
Or a reasonable
nice spot.
facsimile thereof.
Assembly not required.
A girl with a pecker.
Right,
Chippa.
Fuck, I didn't miss that. So Roland sets it up. I go, Roland. And I swear, I go, Roland, I don't need anything special. I just want the guy to know I'm coming because I know the joint is hot.
Right.
And it's my wife's birthday, and I decide that's where we're going to go for a little dessert. I just want a seat.
Right.
Yeah.
So if the guy could just make sure there's some... I didn't even ask for a good seat. Just make sure if we show up, because we're going way out of our way, that I could at least sit and have a little, little fucking dessert.
And then just be treated like a regular Joe.
I swear to you.
Exactly.
That's key to the story. So we show up. It's on Spring Street, by the way, because people were asking. 189 Spring Street. It's Dominic Ansell's bakery, the home of the Cronut. Of course, the Cronuts are sold out, like, really early in the morning, but he has so much other shit there that who gives a fuck about the Cronut after a while? But everyone comes in all day long going, well, can I get a Cronut? And they have to say over and over again, no, they sell out.
The iPhone.
Right. But the guy, he's smart, though. He could so make more Cronuts.
Of course he can.
I've been in his joint now. He's got a lot of people working there. And
the hype.
And there's a whole basement area.
Really?
I don't know what the fuck goes on in the basement, but he's down there like a mad scientist.
Cronuts, they're made of people. What's going on down there? Soylent Green shit.
Something's going on.
Yeah.
I have no doubt in my mind the guy could easily make way more Cronuts, and every single one would taste really, really good. But he's smart. Because now he's known as the place where the Cronuts sell out really fast, so get there early.
Limited edition.
And he gets to have that line every morning.
Uh-huh.
So we show up.
Hype.
We order a few things and a couple coffee drinks. And there's a nice outdoor, garden area.
Ooh.
So we pay. I need to let people know we paid. And we got like how many? We got like 4 things, two little things each.
I saw the pictures.
No, that's not what I bought.
Oh.
That's the key to the story.
Oh, no.
So then Dominic pops his head up. I go, hey, Dominic, Opie. He goes, yeah, Roland told me you were coming. Like, this guy is, like, known around the world now, and, he knows Roland.
The Dahmer. Always with the donuts, the Dahmer.
So then he goes, you guys sitting out back? I'm like, yeah. He goes, I'm gonna bring out some things. I like, no, we ordered. I go, we ordered, we paid, we're good. He goes, no. He goes, what you order? And I told him. He goes, nah. I want to give you some other stuff to try. So then he comes out with a whole fucking tray of shit that I guess you saw on my Instagram.
Yeah, that just looked like, oh my God, how do you eat that?
Look at all that. That's not even the stuff we ordered.
Looks very sweet.
That's not even the stuff we ordered.
It's not like a restaurant where he can bring out like food, regular food. You can't eat that much sweet shit.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 desserts, and we ordered 4 ourselves. There were 11 desserts on the table.
That's crazy.
So that's when I was thinking to myself, what would Jimmy do?
Oh,
you wouldn't be able to fucking control yourself, right?
But then you can't insult him by leaving it on the table.
That's...
But he did say, look, I understand I just gave you a shitload of desserts, so, you get a box on your way out and take
just
some of this home.
Take a bite of each one to see what they taste like.
Take a bite.
Right to my thighs.
You see the windmilly shit thing?
Yeah.
And I don't mean to use shit because everything was amazing. That's some kind of sweet potato dessert. That was ridiculous.
Whoa, that sounds insane.
Then you see the little caramelly thing?
Yeah, what is
to the
that?
left? That's an apple.
Get the fuck out of
here.
Dude,
with some kind of really nice gelatin thing on glazed over the whole top.
It looks
thick glaze.
Goddamn good. What's that behind the apple thing like on the other plate?
Which one, on the left?
Behind it.
On the left?
Yeah.
All the way to the left?
On that plate up above the apple thing.
Well, let me go around the horn then.
Oh.
So then you got the plum/berry tart thing. That was ridiculous. Then you go all the way to the left. That's a s'mores.
Oh, really? The old chocolate marshmallow graham cracker?
Here's his twist. Inside,
Uh-oh.
fucking ice cream.
Oh, that makes it perfect.
Not melty ice cream either.
Damn.
Fucking perfect cold ice cream in the middle of that marshmallowy mess.
Who thought that would be good?
And then the thing, it's not presented right. It's on its head like a dud, like a dunderhead. That's called a DWA. He says that's his favorite at the place, and it's a caramelized croissant.
Oh fuck!
It's ridiculous. And then those are some kind of buttery cookie things in the background. And then we ordered a couple things that aren't in the picture.
You can't fucking eat. Your fucking pancreas would come out your asshole.
Dude,
That's crazy.
Look, I'm still shaking from the sugar because I haven't eaten that much sugar in months.
Wow.
What would you have done, Jimmy?
I'll tell you exactly. Because I went to a place for Roland. It was an Italian place, and it was really good. I ate chicken parm, and I was gonna have a little bit of dessert, but I'm like maybe have some fruit. The guy
Have the veal. It's the best in the city.
Yeah, I was hoping to get shot in the throat while enjoying my appetizer. And then they brought out a dessert because I guess Roland made the reservation for me.
Right.
And they came out and they brought me a place on Mulberry Street, and they brought me a dessert, and it was a few things just like that mixed, and fucking really good. So what I did was I had a couple of bites, and the person I was with didn't really eat sweets. She just was not a sweet eater, so I had maybe 2 or 3 little things, and then I said, fuck it, I brought the rest in for the crew here. I'm like, I can't waste it. So I had it boxed up, and I said,
Yeah, we take it home.
bring
with
it in.
you.
I gave it to the guy, rubbed my cock on it, and I gave it to the guy.
We destroyed that.
Yeah.
Destroyed it.
It's
we
hard
took
not to.
maybe half of it home, but we tried everything. It was ridiculous. And this isn't Plugola because you get the Twitter assholes. He's not paying me money. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need us to even talk about it. But it's my experience. I went there, and you could see why he was voted like the 4th best pastry chef in the world or something.
Only
His stuff
4th?
is ridiculous. Well, it's just a number at that point, I think, right?
I don't eat below the top 3, but I mean, for you, it's good.
You're going to slum it. That looks really fucking tasty, I got to say.
See, my whole thing is if I avoid sugar, I'm good. But you put it in front of me like that, there's no fucking way I'm going to say no.
Yeah,
you can't say no to that. That's a drug right there.
Oh, yeah. That's like a pile of Coke if you're fucking back in the 80s and a Coke head.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you try to avoid the Coke, but if all of a sudden you're at a party and it's laying on a fucking table in a pile, at that point you're fucked.
You're doing it.
And the odor
You're
comes
fucked.
out. But then again, you went to the Coke store.
I went to the dealer.
I'll just have some chopped up flour. But then he brought out a fucking mirror with the good stuff on it. And you're like,
true.
oh,
That is true.
it's harder. That's just something we were talking about last night, and somebody said sugar's harder to fucking not do than drugs. It's hard to not eat fucking sugar, man.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
You
love sugar.
You just feel your fists start clenching when you have too much sugar.
It is tasty.
It was 11:30. I'm wide awake, just going, fuck. When is this sugar high going to drop?
What time did you eat it?
Early, like 5.
You know, fucking Rob Bartlett, when he was over my house for that party during the summer, he brought bottles of Coke that were, I guess, made in Mexico or something. Oh, yeah. And they got sugar in it. It's not that fucking corn syrup, whatever, high fructose corn syrup or anything. It's just sugar.
Right.
It's made with real sugar. Fucking, you could tell the difference.
Is it good?
Yeah, and it's so ultra carbonated. It feels like your throat's going to just burn out of your fucking neck when you drink it. It's so goddamn good.
It's so much better. So why don't they have that in America?
It's, I guess, cheaper to get a big tanker truck full of that corn syrup shit than it is to use cane sugar.
I'm going to be somewhere today where there's going to be probably some sweets. And I'm such an old lady. I brought in my fucking bag one of those Quest bars because it's like, they have like 1 gram of sugar. They're not bad, but I'm like, I got to eat something. I can't watch everybody eating fucking donuts and cookies on a set.
Oh my God! Right?
So I'll just sneak off and chew this in the fucking bathroom and not tell anyone and act like I'm a tough guy eating cookies.
Thanks to the listener that sent in the classic crumb coffee cake that me and Anthony talk about a lot.
Classic crumb coffee cake. It doesn't roll off the tongue right.
You picked the wrong day to mail this in. After yesterday, that does not even look even close to appealing.
No.
Look at that. It's just sitting there on the counter. If anybody wants
You had good cocaine last night, and somebody mailed you a glad baggie full of crank.
exactly.
Please.
Thank you very much. It's nice of you to do.
But it's Dreester21 on Twitter, looks like. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Today,
Thanks.
but we're not going to be.
But you know what? Maybe E-Rock will have some. I don't know.
Oh my God! But
He doesn't like sweets.
Dominic Ansel is his name, the creator of the Cronut, and he's got a good joint over there. I don't think he's getting the place did very well while I was there, so what am I going to say? I don't think he's doing himself justice, because I think everyone thinks all he's doing is doing Cronuts over there. And no, man, this other shit is just as fucking good, so.
I had a nice little how do you do this morning, very quickly.
What happened?
Yeah, my tunnel guy.
Yeah. He's back on you?
Well, I was pulling up to the gates over there at the Midtown Tunnel when I'm coming in.
Right.
And I see him kind of look, and he steps out into the lane. And I stop, and he comes to the side, and I roll the window down. And he just looks over at my Reggie and my fucking inspection, which is all nice and up to date. And he goes, "Have a nice day." I was like, "Thank you, sir."
Oh,
and then I just drove off. But they
won't let you.
Still, he will not leave this alone.
They gotta let it go. They got you.
It's fucking.
You got your shots in. He got a little shot back.
Right. It's before 6 a.m. Just relax. What's the matter with you?
Seriously?
Seriously.
So they know when you're coming.
Oh, yeah, they know. That guy
They're just so obsessed that they're just looking at license plates.
He's just going to check my fucking... well, the front of the Escalade is pretty obvious, you know?
Right.
And, you come through, and he's he'll be there.
Dick.
Just fucking with me.
But I almost understand that cop's point of view. Let's say you worked in a job, or let's just say where we are right now. We knew a Twitter hater was going to walk by the same time every day.
Exactly.
And you have a bucket of shit, and you're allowed to throw some on him.
Right.
You have to every day.
That's
just throw a little shit on him.
Well, just think about it. If you wanted to be a cop your whole life, and somehow you don't get on the NYPD, and you're a tunnel cop. You're a bridge and tunnel cop. Half the time, you're not even half the time, 1% of the time, you're doing what you wanted to do, enforcing the law.
Right.
The other times, you're pretty much like a grocery store cashier.
Right.
You're just taking people's money and, letting them through a toll booth. You gotta be a little angry at that.
Ed. You gotta let it go.
You gotta be a little angry that you're not a real policeman. That you're taking real cops don't stand there and make change for people. They don't. They enforce the law. They're in the face of danger all the time. It's not pretty much sucking in exhaust fumes and trying to break that 50.
With that said,
yeah,
the guy obviously was looking for something wrong with your vehicle.
Yeah.
What if he decided to go old school and just like kick out a headlight or something in front of you? What would you have done?
I'd have to laugh. I'd have to chuckle. Yeah, it's a good move.
A good one.
An old Southern sheriff fucking move from the 50s.
Good one.
You watched Porky's. Yeah, what are you going to do?
Hey, was Obama in town yesterday? I was trying to drive my vehicle all over Manhattan, and there was those fucking those helicopters in the air.
Yeah?
Those big, impressive ones. I don't know the fucking name of them.
Like the big double rotor?
The big, huge fucking thing over the East River. What was that about?
Either Blackhawks or the fucking...
No one knows?
Chinook. A Chinook.
Traffic was horrible.
Yeah? Was it over the Hudson?
No, the East River.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I would get ready for some 911 calls after 7 o'clock today because apparently they're doing something. They got this JetBlue plane, and it's painted red, like for a fire department promotional thing, I guess. And they're going to be flying it at 2,000 feet over the Hudson River between the Verrazano and George Washington Bridge between 7 and 7:30 this morning.
Why?
A promotional thing and photo op or something. So I guess they tweeted something yesterday. There's the plane.
It's just going to fly from where to where?
It's going to fly between the Verrazano Bridge and the George Washington Bridge.
Fuck. Why not south of the GWB? I would get a nice shot of that.
Yeah, well, no, it is south of the GWB. It's between the Verrazano and GWB. So it's going to be between Brooklyn and Upper Manhattan.
Verrazano.
Not the Tappan Zee.
I was thinking Tappan Zee. Okay. Oh, fuck, that's going to fly right by my window.
Yeah.
What time?
At 2,000 feet, which if you think about it...
That's nothing.
It's probably the Trade Center height with the antenna was about $2,000.
Yeah.
No, that's nothing.
And you can never get the word out to everybody, so there's going to be people, there's a low-flying plane! There's a plane!
Oh, with the antenna? No, the Trade Center is probably 1,100 or 1,200 feet with the antenna.
I thought it was 16 or 1,300 and then another 600 with the antenna?
No, because right now
13.
the tallest building in North America is the tower, and that's 1776.
1776, okay.
And it might have been, maybe it was 1,400 feet. You might be
What
closer.
the fuck? Well, we got it. Internet's. What was it?
110 stories.
Oh.
That's about 1,100 feet. So maybe 1,400 feet.
1,400.
With the tower.
I'm going to go higher than
antenna.
1,400.
You might
Yeah,
be
it was
right.
1727.
Oh, wow. Okay,
1727. That's pretty fucking close to 2,000.
Yeah, you're right.
And for people to see planes around New York City that low, it gets them very riled up. When I guess Air Force One a couple of years back was doing a photo op, and they were flying around the Statue of Liberty and Empire State
Building.
Building.
How much did that cost us, by the way?
A boatload, I'm sure.
Remember that shit?
Yeah. And people were freaking out, and that was Air Force One.
Right.
That was big red plane is going to be fucking...
They were doing some impressive
flying around.
bank turns and shit.
Oh, yeah, it looked awesome, but there's never a way to get the word out to everybody. So people will... there's a lot of people with apartments facing the Hudson that are going to be like, oh, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
You see him flying, and it's like, oh, he's going to crash into something. That's the only reason it could be that low. So, if you see it, take some pictures.
That'd be good.
Could be fucking cool. Cool.
Everybody thinks I'm crazy, by the way.
About what?
I knew that.
This guy is defending himself.
Oh, the chick is pretty hot, huh?
Oh, is she hot?
What was your angle? What was your angle on it? We barely touched on it.
No, but when he punched her.
It's tough to hit abroad.
It is,
Because
but
a few people attacked me on Twitter, like, you got to understand the situation. You don't understand the situation. It's just tough to hit abroad.
it is. But I think they punched him first.
He claims self-defense.
But how about I could see if he pushed back,
right?
Because she gave him a pretty good shove. It was pretty impressive. But I don't know. You go to the punch, though. Do you go to the punch?
Well, other stuff led up to that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
And they're
how about
saying that she was charged.
Yeah.
How about a pushback?
If that would have
You
been,
think he should have hit her?
I don't know, but she got charged
With what you know, I mean.
Yeah, now I do, because obviously, if she was charged with something, they're looking to lock this guy up.
That punch wasn't necessary, dude.
I think
I can't see as how that fucking punch that he gave. He's a big guy, and the father's even coming to his defense, saying self-defense. But if you look at the tape, yeah, she's a girl. It's like saying, look, if a fucking 8-year-old throws a punch at you, then you're justified to round off and fucking punch him right in the face. You got to take the threat as what it is. If it's another guy, abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
Even if another guy hits you or pushes you less than she did, you punch him in the face. You got to look and go, all right, it's a girl. Yeah, it's technically self-defense. A human being pushed me. I should be able, as a human being, to get her back. But it's a chick, dude. What the fuck?
She was pretty aggressive.
As an asshole.
I think he could have handled it by giving her a push back.
Right.
I would see that. And what is she being charged with? I think it's an embarrassment for the team, so they're making sure everyone is charged with something.
Simple assault.
They want to feel like they got their stadium under control.
It's simple assault and what is it when you make a fucking scene in public?
Yeah, it's
a
public nuisance. But it's encouraged. This guy's two friends were injured by the group, by the Patriots fans, and as a result had to be hospitalized. There was something else that happened. We just don't know what it was.
There was probably a huge brawl as they were making their way out of the place. That's why people started, filming, obviously.
Disorderly conduct. That's it. Right. Thank you.
But I was out of the loop yesterday. Like, I did see a headline that the guy killed somebody. What?
Yeah, back when
why
he
is he
17.
walking around?
He was 17 at the time.
Did he do time?
Yeah, 3 years for manslaughter, I guess.
He stabbed another kid?
Stabbed some guy, yeah. And he claimed self-defense then. I guess his story was good.
Wow.
I don't know. He said it was some white supremacist guy, and he stabbed him. Yeah, his stories are all shaky. His mother and father come right to his defense and said, burr, burr, burr. He's a good boy. He's a typical Long Island douchebag, I think.
There must have been witnesses that backed him up, though. There's no way with a videotape that looks as terrible as this looks that they charge her unless she really was fucking aggressive.
But he's got at least 6 or 7 inches on her. I can't see punching her.
He should have just put his hand on top of her head and let her swing at him and laughed at her as she's trying to punch him. That's always funny to do, right?
Because it was an impressive punch, and she took it pretty well too.
Also banned from the stadium.
Nah, that's easy though.
Banned from the stadium, but it's not easy.
How they figure that shit out?
The Jetsmobile. Because they're never going to let the Jetsmobile back in the parking lot.
He's got a Jetsmobile?
Dude, please.
What?
He has...
I see that he's got a picture with Rex Ryan, so he's like...
He could possibly be the uber fan,
he's a super
white trash of Long Island. Look at this thing. Dude, he's got the Jetsmobile.
I swear
now,
I swear to you, I've seen that in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I've seen that. Okay.
If you have the Jetsmobile and you're banned from the stadium,
well,
you're heartbroken.
Well, you kind of downplay it a little bit.
How do you drive that into the stadium now?
Just get a Civic with a little Jets bumper sticker.
This guy's all about his giant tailgate parties.
I don't believe you could actually get banned. I would love to take some phone calls.
I bet this guy can.
How? How are they going to enforce it?
If they know where your seat is, or they put your picture up, especially when you're in the paper.
Yeah, but you know all that too. So if you're still a huge fan, you go, all right, I got to change my fucking seats. I gotta maybe grow a goatee or a beard.
But he's all about driving the Jetsmobile there. If they see it in the parking lot.
He's gonna have to give up on the Jetsmobile.
No, that's a whole thing with him.
But he has to give up on that.
Tailgating with the Jetsmobile. He can still watch
Geno Smith and the boys.
The biggest fucking fan ever.
Look, he's got to give up the Jetsmobile.
Oh,
okay?
man.
But
I don't know.
But maybe he could still get in there.
His lawyer is actually trying to fight his banning, so he can go to games.
That's probably hurting him a lot.
Fuck the assault. He doesn't even care about the assault charge. He doesn't want to be banned from the stadium.
I just want to know
how do they enforce a banning? I think it's almost impossible when 80,000 people are showing up for a game.
I tend to agree with you that
if you want to get in, I mean, you got your
put
cool
on a pair of sunglasses.
And you got your cool friends. Like, okay, look, I'm banned, so let's all be cool.
But yeah, he can't ride his Jetsmobile anymore, and he's a season ticket holder, so he's gonna lose those season tickets.
Oh man,
wow! And
season ticket holder. Yeah. I bet also if you're caught on the property, you get a trespassing charge thrown at you too.
All right, but what is that? Gets caught.
I don't know.
Weekend in jail, maybe?
With his previous record of fucking murder and assault.
Nah, he's probably past all that, no?
I don't know. I think murder always stays on your record. It's not like a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, 18 months and your murder charge comes off your record. Yeah, don't worry about it. You could take an online murder course to have the charge reduced to running through a stop sign.
She's pretty hot, by the way. The one that took the punch. The broad.
She has a very punchable forehead.
Oh, wow.
She does have a big kind of forehead.
And she's banned from all NFL games.
Damn!
Really? Yeah, her and her two other friends, they have to complete an online course.
Online.
And you have
for the online courses.
I did one for my tickets to get my points reduced by 4. It was retarded.
Right.
Literally retarded. A retard could have done it.
And did.
Yes. Step lively, Anthony, right into this.
Yeah. If they want to get back into a game, they have to go to NFL obedience school.
God,
come on.
That's stupid.
Oh, that's funny. Yes.
But that's what I don't understand. There's no way that they want to.
No way!
Unless she fucked up, that she gets any penalty. She must have been awful.
Could have been her pal, too, right?
Maybe.
Wasn't there a guy friend of hers there? There was a girlfriend and a guy friend. The guy friend might have been really fucking nasty and abusive and physical. She might have just been verbal until she went up. But who knows? She looks like one of those. She'd probably get a couple of drinks in her from fucking Boston.
Yeah, hot blonde chick. She's used to yelling and screaming whoever she wants.
Right.
And maybe she pushed this guy's mother or did something.
Fuck you, you cocksucker.
Yeah.
They got more than he got as far as... I mean, they can't go to any NFL games.
So they were obviously the problem, but
yeah.
The punch thing is a little rough.
Yeah,
I gotta say.
The puncher guy has to complete a 4-hour online class on how to behave.
He could have.
And then he has to write a handwritten letter of apology and request permission.
By the way,
that's
that's why the NFL with this whole Redskins thing. I know it's a different situation, but that's how they react to shit.
Yeah,
they're fucking PC babies.
You're support the Redskins, right? That's cool.
I do support the Redskins, but I mean, as a team,
no name change, right?
I don't want them to be penalized for not doing it. I don't want them to get in trouble. I don't want people to boycott them.
You just think it would be the right thing to do for them to do.
And it's rare I feel that way about stuff like this, but yes, I do.
I like the Onion.
Yeah.
The Onion,
but exactly.
a little bit of trouble there, but it's ridiculous.
They call the owner a kike. The kike owner refuses to change.
The owner refuses to change Redskins' name.
They call him a hook-nosed Jew.
Oh, good. The article is classic
hilarious.
Onion.
And the people that are upset about it, it obviously went right over their heads.
Exactly. That's what the Onion does.
I love what the Onion does.
It's pure satire with no apologies, although they did apologize once.
Point.
Yeah.
He apologized for calling that 9-year-old actress a cunt. Which is hilarious.
Well, they are making the same point I made in a tweet 2 weeks ago. But, you know,
exactly.
It's still nice to see.
The guy got out of murder because his father's a police officer? Do we know that?
Well, I don't know if you can get out of murder if your father's a cop, but perhaps that's why he got 3 years.
Yeah, he pled down to a much lesser charge, and people think it's because his dad's a sergeant.
Point is, I think if you get banned from a stadium, you could get in. I really believe
I agree.
They don't have face recognition. They don't ask for IDs.
How many times have you gone into a stadium and all they do is scan your ticket and you walk in?
Yeah, as long as you're not stupid enough to go sit in your regular seat, because they might check for a little while.
Well, he's not going to have those.
They could put his picture up by every ticket taker.
But they don't do that.
They're scanning 80,000 people into a game.
Yeah, but there's not many that are 6'8", and there's videos of them punching someone. Somebody might spot him.
You wear sunglasses and
No,
a
I
hat.
wouldn't. He wouldn't do that.
I'm not saying go to the next home game. I'm saying you give it a little time and then,
But a picture's better than, like...
I've never seen a picture. You got to think people are already banned from MetLife, and I don't see pictures laying around.
If you could go into, like, bodegas and see people leave, hang up people's bounced checks. So you can't actually do a transaction in that store anymore. And that's not even a picture. It's just a check.
But aren't those people moving around?
Yeah, it's store policy.
But that's a dumb store policy, too, because who's dumb enough to go to the same place twice with the scam?
It's probably very convenient.
Nah, come on.
Got good stuff there.
They're not dumb. They move that shit around.
No.
Yeah, but if it's in
your
neighborhood.
They fuck up this store owner, and then they move on to somebody else across town. What?
I said if it's in your neighborhood, though, you want to go to
it's
that
right in your neighborhood.
No, you got to give up on the bodega.
All your friends go there.
Got to give up on the Jetsmobile.
It's embarrassing.
You got to give up on... Oh, is this a thing?
Well, could be.
Is this a thing?
Little Jerry Seinfeld.
Now I'm answering you like it's a real thing.
It was a clown check, wasn't it?
Yeah. My least favorite part of this new bit is that I have to keep a straight face.
Well, did you hear what happened with the...
I'm just having a conversation with a goofball at this point.
with a fictional fucking setting.
A goofball.
I'm answering him like it's a normal
you getting them with that Poppy
conversation.
story the other day.
Oh, Poppy.
That one killed me. I was so mad at that one.
Well, the guy from the fucking who went to jail, this whatever he is for manslaughter, I guess.
Yeah.
There was him and his friends had a masturbation contest, and he threw $1 in when he finally jacked his cock.
How shoehorned in. Goofball. Beretta.
All right, well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, @Opie Radio, @Anthony Cumia, and @Jim Norton.